had a clipping party in Florida before I left because I didn't have the heart to cut off some of their hair when it was 20.
Right.
Of course, we did it in the dark, and then in the morning, you're like, yeah, it looks good. Next morning, you're like,
I hate that. Or even in the daylight in the barn, when the lights aren't as good, then you take them outside and they're like,
yeah. You're like, that was awesome, especially because like, one of the people that's training with me came, and they have a really good groom, and like the clip job on those horses is amazing. Like, you cannot see a line or a straight. I'm just like, how'd you do that? I'm like, I'm just going to start paying someone else to do it because clearly I do not clip to that quality.
I'm going to blame it on my clippers. My blade don't.
There you go.
You could just say your visions. You're putting your eyes. Wow. I wear sunglasses in the sun. Good.
Shorten your reins just a little. There you go. Think about, so walk there for a second. Think about the neck muscles on the sides. Notice those. That is hard. There you go. There you go, that's better. He's like, I am so tired of doing canter transitions. A little bit more inside flexion. There, we'll take it. Go on. It's like, I did 50 of these really well already. Good. Carry your hands just a little bit higher. Yeah, and then sit back and down and touch. Work them a little more through. There you go. There. On him, you almost get to sit a little more back. That's it. Good. Again, think about, is he really even on both reins? Because he's a little twisty, right? Separating right and left seat bones. Good. That's it. Okay, then go, you can work medium and back. You can do it on the circle or down the long side. Doesn't matter to me. Yeah. Lift your left hand just a little bit. Good. And there you go. And then bring him back again. Yeah. And when you go, okay, I want you to think about really having a strong right seat bone, then left seat bone landing more in front of that, and then inside leg, encouraging like the next phase of his stride to be longer rather than quick. Good. And then bring him back again. Sit back a little bit, shift your weight a little more back. There you go. Yeah, again, carry your hands slightly. It's not that I want your hands high, it's that I don't want them pressing down. Does that make sense? Yes. They can be in the same place, but have just a little bit more of a, that's it. And then working, and close your right fingers, working through the right side of his jaw as you soften him through the left side of his, that's getting better. He's like, that's hard. Good. Eyes between his ears. Yeah, connection through that right side. That's it. As you soften him left. There you go. Good there. That's better. Good. And then forward again. Long. Oh. And think of moving him up in a kind of long and slow sort of way. Good. Yeah. More energy pressing into that connection to push him through. That's it. Good. And then back again. Keep pressing the energy through. There you go. And forward again. Oh! That's it. A little rounder. Good. And then back again. A little bit more back. There you go. Maybe gently, if you can handle it, gently touch with the whip when you bring it back. That's better there. Good. Good. Okay. Let's go the other way. Keep riding him more through those reins. In the thoroughbred that I rode most recently, that piece for them is a little bit the hardest. They tend to hold a little bit in their jaw, and getting them to kind of come all the way through their neck on the sides is a little bit, it's interesting, it's a little bit challenging for them. That's nice. Good. Energy, yeah, look between his ears. Energy through his neck. Good, to the connection. Good, better this way. And then back again and touch gently with the whip as you bring him back, and close your lower leg a little as you bring him back. Yeah, you bring him back a little bit more. There, yeah, it doesn't matter. It's all right. Make sure you a little bit close your inside leg also as you bring him back. Not quite so much pressure down in your stirrup. There, that's better. Oh, that helped. Okay, so try not to jam quite so hard your heel down in your stirrup. Be a little bit softer down through your leg. There. Can you feel how that changed the canter? Yeah. Okay, now go back the other way. I want to see that to the left. Yeah. Good.
Feels really good.
Yeah. Did you stay lighter in your stirrups here in the trot? It looks like it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, canter again. Yeah, that looks super.
Like a little bit more balance over my knee instead of that.
Yeah, I think what's happening is you're not, when you lighten in your stirrup, you're not pushing him a bit down and away from you and then leaning back to hold it. Yeah, that's much better. And it gets you a little bit more being able to have a bend in your hip, you know, like what we were talking about before. It softens up that whole thing. Good. Much better.
So much better.
Yeah. Good. Yeah, really good there. I'm happy with that.
Yeah.
Good, and trot again. Keep your joints bent when you trot. There you go. Good. Try, show me a trot lengthen like that.
That wasn't
Snark, snark. Hello.
Are you game for outside?
Sure. Good. And so when you do that, if you keep your joints that little bit bent and then play with touching him gently with the whip as you go, so that your joints stay here, but the whip can say a little bit go there. Yeah. Good. That's gonna probably take some time,
Yeah.
but I think that this will help. Touch, touch, touch again. Yep, that's better. He'll get it. He's like, what are we doing? We're going fast. Good. Good there. Touch again. So touch right from the beginning, because the goal is that you touch behind to get a reaction in front as well. Does that make sense? A little bit like how we were playing with your other horse. Touch, touch, touch. There, that's the start of it. Good. All right. Go ahead and let him stretch. Really good.